Phil Foden tallied 19 goals and 8 assists in the Premier League last season, securing Player of the Season honors. Cole Palmer led the league in combined goals and assists, dragging Chelsea's offense almost single-handedly. Despite those numbers, as the England national team heads to the 2026 World Cup, neither of these attacking superstars is on the roster. For years, England managers have fallen into the shoehorn trap, selecting the most famous names and trying to force them onto the pitch at the same time. The result was often a clunky, disorganized squad, where world-class talent crowded the same spaces. Thomas Tuchel took the job with a different mandate. He made it clear that his goal was to pick the right 26 players, rather than simply the 26 best players. By leaving his most statistically dominant domestic players at home, Tuchel is betting his entire legacy on a rigid tactical system. He's gambling that the English public will trade superstar names for a functional machine. To understand why this system requires such harsh cuts, we have to look at how Harry Kane operates. He isn't a traditional high striker who stays on the shoulder of the last defender. He prefers to drop deep into the midfield pocket to receive the ball. This creates a tactical collision. When playmakers occupy the center and Kane drops back, they hit the same space, creating a traffic jam. Removing them clears that congestion. Now, Kane drags defenders with him, leaving a massive void in the penalty box. This space is exploited by box crashers like Marcus Rashford and Jude Bellingham. Their primary job is to aggressively sprint into the area Kane has just vacated, turning a midfield possession into a direct scoring chance. Kane's movement dictates the spacing for the entire attacking front. He functions as a structural engine that triggers the runs of everyone around him. That spacing is critical for breaking the low block, the deep, compact defensive structure that has historically eliminated England from major tournaments. To dismantle these deep defenses, Tuchel uses rotational wide triangles, 3-man units on the wing. Acting as Swiss Army knives, they constantly swap positions. This rotation forces defenders to cross paths, eventually leaving open passing lanes into the penalty box. The data shows how aggressive this has become. Under Gareth Southgate, England averaged 54.9% possession. Under Tuchel, that has climbed to 74.3%, driven by a territorial press that traps the opposition in their own half. These mechanics are designed to transform England from a hesitant international squad into a high-tempo unit that mirrors the intensity of a top-tier Premier League club. There is a psychological edge to this roster as well. 14 players in the current squad have won a major club trophy this season, bringing a habit of winning that Tuchel prizes above individual fame. However, the system places a massive burden on Harry Kane. While the structure creates the space, England remains heavily reliant on Kane to provide the elite finishing, as many of the secondary scorers were left off the plane. There is also a risk in the lack of deep-lying playmakers. By omitting Trent Alexander-Arnold, England loses a creative X-factor. If the short passing game stalls, the squad has fewer options to bypass a defense with a single long-range ball. Tuchel is treating the national team like a strictly regimented club side. He has traded the traditional all-star approach for a specialized squad built to execute one specific, high-intensity game plan. To lift to second star, Tuchel is betting on what he calls a heat-proof model, a system that balances aggressive pressing with periods of deep, energy-conserving defensive blocks. If England succeeds, it will be because they finally prioritized a collective tactical identity over the individual egos of their biggest stars.